Yeah, no, of course. Youssef he's a tough, talented guy, young, hungry, very athletic. It's not the name I wanted. I wanted a big name. You know what I mean? I was saying I'd be willing to go up to 155, fight whoever. Obviously, a big name at 45s, but at the end of the day, here we are. So it really doesn't matter. I put my soul, focus, time, energy, everything into this camp for Youssef Zalal.
You said he's athletic, and he's obviously ranked for because he's so good. But I guess when you're watching tape on him, if you do watch tape, I guess what stands out that a fighter like you, who's seen every type of fighter in there at this point, does he have anything that just really stands out to you?
No, he's good, But at the end of the day, like you said, he's not going to show me anything that I have not seen before. I just have to, track him down, corral him. And cut off the cage and stuff like that. He uses a lot of lateral movement. And it's like you guys saw my last fight. So I want to be exciting. Like, I want to go out there and I want to put on, a show for the fans. I know what the UFC brass, Dana, Hunter, all these guys want to see. They want to see highlight reel finishes. And it's tough when I don't have an opponent that will engage in that, get in the pocket with me and trade. I need to get myself in danger, but, I don't blame them because people don't want to do that.
Are you because he kind of alluded to this too, is people still give him grief for the last round against Cater, like maybe he was circling away, but he keeps getting these running comments to him.
That's the fans, man. That's like, you can't listen to people. Like, if you guys have all heard it, it's, if someone, I would never go on someone's page and talk shit like that. Even if I felt a certain way, I'm not writing it. These guys aren't doing better than us. I'll tell you that. Just keep watching, buy the pay-per-view.
And then, your last fight was obviously you were very frustrated by the fight. So I've spoken to enough fighters over the years that they can live with, he caught me, I got submitted, but it's the fights like when they leave and they're frustrated, like they didn't get to show what they wanted. And it was, so I guess for you, what is it like to mentally kind of turn back on after a performance that you didn't seem like you were injured, you're just frustrated at the fight?
Yeah, no, it's, I'm my toughest critic, like we all are. And I was so frustrated. But I can't keep thinking about that. Like, trust me, you could ask my coaches, my manager. It's like, I'm so pissed. But after a week or so, it still eats at me. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of things. Like, a lot of the fights that I've lost, like, I want those all back. But that's what drives me. And I have to move on because I'm not going to sit here and dwell in the past because it's going to affect everything that I'm trying to accomplish in the future.
He was in here. He said, win over Josh Emmett, and based on
title shot.
Literally what he said.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. Fuck, when am I going to get a title shot?
It's like that's a good question.
It's I just got to go out there and make a statement. And Youssef, he's been on a big streak, so I plan to end that streak Saturday night.
Do you think that's just confidence, or is that like a young fighter that's like maybe let's focus on Josh, not title fights, right?
Well, I don't know. I feel like when I was his age, it's he's been on the tear. Maybe he feels invincible. Who knows? But I don't know what he's thinking. But more power to him. You got to set those big goals. Otherwise, why are you doing this? Why are you in the UFC? Why are you fighting if you don't want to be a champion?
Josh, down here to your right. Working with TJ Dillashaw a lot in this camp, it looks like. Can you just tell me how that came about, and was that like a awkward conversation with Uriah Faber at all when you were talking about doing that?
No. Yeah, we have a great relationship, Uriah and I, and everything. TJ, he moved back to Sacramento a few years ago. Ran into him, I don't know, half a year ago. We talked a lot, stayed in touch. And I just want to get better, just work on me. Why not bring one of the best bantamweight champions in the UFC ever, in my opinion, into my camp? And, he's almost taken like a head coaching position and poured everything into me, with just the dedication and time and effort. He has Wild Society, his supplement brand that he's blown up right now. It's one of the best products, and I've incorporated so much of that into my training. And I'm just so grateful for all his help. And I'm ready to rock. I'll tell you that. I've been ready to go for weeks.
Does it seem like it's going to be a permanent role as Coach TJ, or does he ever talk about wanting to come back?
No, I don't think he can come back. His shoulder's so screwed up. But he's the same effort that he put into his fights, he's helping me with. So trying to live through me, but he's solely focused on Wild Society.
Josh, back here. I'm just looking at Youssef's record in the last 5 fights here. How much of the camp was spent on arm triangle choke defense and rear naked choke defense? Because he's got, in the last 5, it's been 4 out of the 5 been those subs.
Yeah, you know, it's he's good. He's good. He's like, I'd say his strongest suit would be his jiu-jitsu. He's well-rounded, but you know, his he gets a lot of RNCs if you take someone's back. But a lot of times he hurts the people, and then you know he'll pounce on them and get them in an arm triangle, or he'll get that RNC if he takes your back. And you know, being in jiu-jitsu, any of you guys that do it, that's the shittiest position to have someone that's good on your back. If they're on your back, they should be able to finish you or at least hold you there for the whole round or whatever you're doing. But yeah, I always train everything. So I work all aspects of MMA, but you guys know what I'm trying to do out there. I'm trying to shut the lights out.
Speaking of that, shutting the lights off, he was in here earlier and he said it's going to be the first time his mom will ever be in attendance for a fight. Is there going to be any part of you that's like, man, I got to punch this dude in the face in front of his mom for the first time?
Hey, my mom will be there too. So it's, yeah, I'm not holding back.